Hello, everybody. Welcome. So we're having load shedding again here in South Africa. Well, most of you are from South Africa, I think. So stage 6 load shedding. Woohoo! So we've decided to sit in the lounge where there's a nice fire going, so that we can stay warm. And my daughter is afraid of the dog, and she will sit with us. So she's sitting on the couch here next to me, but she's got her earphones on, listening to her audiobook, so she will not be able to hear anything. So you don't have to worry about that. But I just want to warn everybody in case she decides to act up. And this little trays. Okay, we're going to try our best. Okay, this is not the usual, but we're going to try our best and see how it goes. Okay, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining, White Rabbit. I wasn't sure if you'd be here tonight. So yeah, it's good to have you all here. And I'm looking forward to channeling for all of you and allowing the beings of love and light to come through and speak to all of you, or your higher selves, or whoever you would like me to channel. Okay, ladies who have put the pink hearts in, can you please also put in your questions and who you would like me to channel, please? Thank you, Asima. Okay. Yes, Fakir. And as you can see, Anthony's on camera tonight, helping me as usual. And he might get up every now and then just to sort the fire out. Okay. All right. Thank you, Pumpkin. Cat's also lying here. All right. So we're all here. Hello, Alison. Hello, everybody. Okay. All right. I'm going to get started. Also, just want to warn that we're on battery power with everything tonight. So if it goes dark or if it goes off, then you'll know why. We would have run out of battery. It should be fine. I don't think it will just cut out, but yeah, we're without electricity because we're in South Africa and we have load shedding. And just with stage 6, it's on. The power is off for 6 hours.
No, 4.5.
4.5 hours. Well, anyway, it's quite a long time. It really is. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to get started tonight. And yeah, I do want to just make one little announcement, one little bit of admin. We're going to try this out from next week. We're going to put a link on. At this stage, we can only do it with PayPal, but we're not sure if any other, if there's any other way to do it. But we're going to put a link on in the description from next week to allow anybody who would like to make contributions or what's the word?
Donation.
Yeah, if anybody would like to make a contribution, they can, but it's absolutely not necessary or anything like that for anyone to do that. It's just to have that option there. Okay. Fakir. All right. Can you stop?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to check the channel Fakir for Asima. Hello, Wasima. I'm so glad that we can have this opportunity to talk. And even though I think you have been aware of me being around, it's nice to have more of a direct conversation. And I just want to let you know that I'm okay, I'm good, I'm ready for the next step in my journey. I'm ready to move on, move forward. And I don't really have anything holding me back at this stage going forward. So I'm feeling quite at peace. And even if everyone's not perfect, I know that in the long run they will be okay. So, yeah. What would you like to ask me?
Just gonna wait to see if she comes through with a question, because she just wanted a message from you.
I see.
Just if you were ready to come through, she just wanted to get anything from you.
Okay. The only message I can give you is keep on going on. You're doing really well. And I'm so happy that you have realized what's important, and that you are empowering yourself. It's never too late, eh? Never too late. And I'm glad I get to witness it all. It's really amazing to see you move forward. Yeah. And I like watching your grandson as well, and seeing your interactions. So different. You've changed so much in such a good way. Definitely more aligned with your true self than you were. So yeah, all good.
She would like to know if you're happy with the family decisions.
Yes, at this stage, it doesn't really affect me, and I feel they need to do what they need to do, as long as they're all happy with it. And I think they've made the best of what they could with the knowledge that they have. And I just feel it's on them, it's their journey. I'm not really part of that, and I think everybody's tried to be as fair as they could be, and it's more for them than for me. I'm okay with how it's all turned out. I'm at peace. Any other questions?
None have come through yet.
Okay. Thank you, Wasima.
She says, so happy to hear this. She's sending you love.
Thank you. I can feel it. I appreciate it. And I wonder if you can feel my energetic hug. So precious. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. So peaceful. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Okay. Hi, Milo. Okay. Who's next?
White rabbit.
White rabbit.
She didn't specify, but she needs guidance. So thinking higher self.
Perhaps someone else would like to come through for you tonight. I'm just going to ask whoever would be the most appropriate to guide you right now to come through. So it might be your higher self, and that will be fine. But let's just see who comes through for you, okay? Who would best be able to guide Maria? The issues that she's having, the trouble she's having, whatever would be most appropriate, the highest energy, the purest agenda for Maria to come through, please. Hi Maria, this is Melchizedek. I'm happy to be here with you and to guide you. Yes, this is a time of great testing for you. You have let go of so much and worked on so much. But it is the wanting to grow and wanting to move forward in this time where you are being tested to what you really want. You've put out there what you want and you're attracting to yourself more and more what is in alignment with you. And so that which is not in alignment with you is busy falling by the wayside and causing issues with your emotional guidance system. Your emotional guidance system is working really well and letting you know when things are out of balance and not as they should be. And this is so much of what you're experiencing right now because it's about that which is still coming up, those difficult emotions that are coming up. And the difficult emotions that are coming up, which arises from the circumstances that you have no control over. Those emotions are things that you need to clear on, and you can definitely allow your higher self to work with you. And just to show you the way and how to focus on those things without it getting you down. And the testing part is for you to be able to learn to raise your vibrations even when you are surrounded by lower vibrations, which you currently are. So that is what you have to learn right now, is to keep your vibrations high even when everything around you is not. And really allowing yourself to take the breaks in the moments that you need to, and saying no to things when it doesn't resonate with you. a lot of what you are experiencing in terms of feeling guilty or ashamed to say no because it's not part of the culture is not yours. It's not your emotions that you are picking up on. It's not your feelings. But it is being projected onto you, and you don't have to accept it. You don't have to be mean or standoffish. You can just say, no, thank you, I've got other plans, or no, thank you, I would like to do other things, or yeah, just say you've got something else planned. Just say you're not interested. And if you are interested, then keep your vibrations high. Remember your breathing. Remember to check in with your higher self. Remember to do a body check. When you do a body check and see what uncomfortable sensations are coming up in your body, you have to ask, where's that coming from? What's causing that? And then how can you move on from that? And it might be very challenging for you right now to ask the questions, to have the time that you usually have. And even though there isn't a lot of places where you can do that, anywhere where you can be alone, even the bathroom, not a great place, but even the bathroom, or even just somewhere outside, that would be good. Somewhere you can take a walk to. And if you have to be inside because it's raining, then, go and hide out in the bathroom. Say your stomach's upset or something. Although I do not advise you to lie, but give yourself what you need. Allow yourself to get what you need, and also allow yourself to tune in and raise your frequency when you are surrounded by people. This is the challenge. But what I want you to understand and know is that you can transcend this. You can move beyond this. It is possible. You wouldn't be tested in this if it is not possible for you to do this. You absolutely have the ability. You just need to remember to breathe and go within. And if people think you're daydreaming, that's okay. They don't need to know. Okay? Or have a book where you're writing things down or drawing things in. That's fine. As you're asking questions, it can be answered with automatic writing in a book. Nobody needs to know. Yeah, you don't have to be involved in every conversation, and you can just allow yourself to be who you need to be. And do take the opportunity to go do something like a temple stay or other places where you can just sleep somewhere else for a night and experience a bit of peace. Because constantly bringing your vibrations high and when you're surrounded by low vibrations is going to tire you out and drain you. So every now and then, every few days, maybe once a week at least, you need to find somewhere where you can just completely get that peace that you need and recharge. I hope that answers your question. And if you need any clarification, please let me know.
Thank you. So I'll wait to see if she comes through with any more questions.
If anybody else needs to ask me anything, feel free.
Nothing coming through right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and the next person, do they want someone
They want someone
else?
specific, yes.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Blessings to all of you. Thank you very much. And looking forward to speaking to you again soon. Okay. All right.
I'll sort that out.
Okay, who's next?
Viola's next.
Okay, Viola is next. I can't see. Let me put my glasses back on. All right. All right. Oh, pumpkin. All right, let's see if Matt can come through for Viola. I feel an overwhelming sadness coming from that. He feels quite betrayed, actually, quite. Yeah, like he didn't think that they would do this. He had so much more faith in them and so much more love for them than what they're demonstrating right now. And it hurts them. It hurts him to see you hurting and that it's affecting you so negatively. Yes, your sister-in-law is definitely my sister has got some woundedness coming through. And she's very sad. It's very hard to trust people when they're sad, but when they're very wounded, not when they're sad. And she is, we were very close in many ways, not in all ways. We didn't always see eye to eye. But I do want her to be happy. But I also am very sad that they're disrespecting my wishes. Don't just give in because they keep pressuring you. You have to read that document very, very carefully. Please. There's a clause in there that might cause you trouble later on, that might make things difficult for you in the future, and that's not what I want. I wanted to leave you comfort. You don't have to worry. I want you to be comfortable, and I want you to be happy and not worry about anything. But of course, now my family are worried. They're stressing. So they don't know how to get by without my help. And this is the problem. I've always given into that because I care about them so much. I love them so much. But it's now that I see that I've not allowed them to be strong and learn to take care of themselves, because I just always gave them what they needed. So I suggest that you really connect with your higher self and find some kind of compromise that will work. There is a middle ground. There is a way for you to get what you need and want, for you to get the majority, and for them to get a little bit so that they can invest or pay what they need to pay. But what they're doing is not my wishes. It's not what I wanted. It's difficult for me to say whether you can trust my sister or not, because I'm so in shock. I never expected them to act like this. So I'm not sure. I'm uncertain. It is not clear to me. And I want to say, yes, of course you can. But it's so hard for me now to know for certain, because I've never expected them to act like this. It may be possible that another guide or your higher self might give you better insight. So I'm going to go now. I love you so much. I'm with you every day. And I don't want you to be sad. I want you to move on and move forward. Not to be stuck with all of this stuff. So that's why I say find some compromise, because so that you can be free. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, sure, Debbie. I just want to see if there's anyone else coming through for you, Viola, who can maybe shed more light. Okay, what I just listened, and what I got was basically what Matt was saying, which is read it very carefully. Read the paper very carefully. It's mostly okay, but there's something in there somewhere that's not quite kosher, if we can put it that way. So have your lawyers look over it very carefully, your lawyer and your and read it very carefully yourself, because it might be something that they don't even pick up. So just read it very carefully and have it changed if you're not happy with it. You are within your rights to change that piece of paper to find that compromise. So there is a way. Okay. He hears you. Okay. Thank you, Viola. I hope that helped you, and you're welcome to WhatsApp me in the morning. Okay. All right. We're going to do Melo's question.
That's right.
We've done everybody else, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Melo. Thoth. Atlantean. Okay, Thoth. That'll be a first, hey? Wow, big energy. Big energy. Greetings. I am Thoth.
Hi, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so glad that you wanted to have an audience with me. I feel very honored and very happy about this.
Great, thank you. We do have a few questions for you. I'm going to jump right in. So Melo's asking if you are still in the earth, and do you have a message for us at this time?
Yes. This is one of the reasons why it's so easy for Michelle to connect with me. Of course, her own Atlantean energy really helps too. But yes, I am within the Atlantean civilization in the earth, just as you say. I do some walkings from time to time above ground, and interact with people and interact with important people to help plant some seeds and help people to think about things. I also do guide many people who want my guidance and ask for my guidance, or who just want general guidance from their spirit guides. So there are many of those whom I am trying to guide and lead, those that are lost and those that have a connection, those that have forgotten who they are. And that's the main thing. That's the message I would like to really focus on, is for the human collective to really just focus on who you truly are, not just your own individual self, but your origin story. Allow yourself to remember who you truly are, and understand that you're part of source. And that's the most important thing. Because if everybody in the human collective could remember that they're part of source, and remember that we're all one, and if we damage one, we damage all. If you damage someone else, you damage yourself. If you harm another, you harm yourself. So even though things didn't work out quite the way we had planned initially, there is a lot that we did that went as planned. And it all came to pass in the end in a way where balance is being brought here to Earth. And whatever may have happened, good and bad, we are here now, and the now is what's important. And people are becoming more and more aware, not just of what is out there cosmologically, but also what is inside themselves and inside the earth. So much that has not been discovered. There's so many humans wounded so badly that don't see, that are completely fooled by the fake matrix, by the hacked system. And if you remember your light, you can free yourself. And I think it's very important to realize that people are limiting themselves because they believe this lie so much that they're willing to die for it and kill for it. And it's very sad to see this happening. But I also want to encourage you and let you know that the veil is getting thinner. People are seeing more and more, experiencing more and more of what they couldn't experience before, even if they're just sensing it in some way. And that it is happening. The balance is shifting. So I'm very hopeful and very pleased that things are changing and people are waking up. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yes. Is there anything we need to prepare for now?
Prepare for unity. Prepare for sharing, but perhaps you have not been used to sharing. Prepare for taking care of each other as communities. It is so difficult in this time for people to trust other people, but as you become more and more in alignment with those who resonate with you, with those that are on the same wavelength as you, it is time to start thinking about community. It is time to obviously not just help those that are waking up, but others will come to need help too. But it's really about standing together and not holding so tight, not keeping a closed fist, but to have it ready to receive and to give. Because this is truly how we make a difference. So when you're all standing together, Michelle, I would like you to start creating a meditation on this platform, at least once a week, where people join you and you heal the earth and you heal the human collective, whatever may be needed. And this is great preparation. When you all stand together, when the bigger the group that stand together and put their collective intention together, the more you can raise the frequencies of everyone around you and ripple out for everyone wherever they are, and making a difference in the consciousness in that way, and helping people to become more ready to have the experiences that they have dismissed as imagination, or which they have been told cannot be. There's more and more people that are ready to experience this. They just need that little bit of a help, a little bit of a nudge, and we can work on this energetically. So stand together and make a difference for the collective. This is how you can help your community, and this is how you can prepare for the changes that are coming. It's by opening your heart more and more, and just working through your heart in everything you do.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I've got a question for you, but I first just want to ask anyone else out there is watching now, if you have questions for Thoth, just type them while he's answering the next one. My question to you is, can you describe a bit about where you are at the moment in the earth, so that we can get some kind of picture of what it's like there?
I do not want to disclose my exact location at this time.
Okay.
But I can tell you that it's closer to the South Pole than the North Pole. And in fact, to be honest, there's more than one Atlantean community within the earth. There is one more north as well. And I do travel there as well, wherever I'm needed. Right now, I'm spending time in the southern colony and with southern communities as we prepare to interact more with humankind. And of course, we can't physically appear to many because it will be too scary to see us as we are, because we are very big. Not all of us, but many of us that came here are big or do not have human features. So, of course, we can't just appear, and that's why we do walk-ins from time to time, when others allow us to do that. And thank you to those in the collective that are happy to allow us to have the walk-ins. Even if you don't remember it, you did agree to it. And what it's like here in the south, in the southern colony where I am, and all I can tell you is it's huge. It's much bigger than you can imagine. And that because of dimensional shifts, it is not quite how you would imagine, because there's bigger spaces in Earth because of being able to go between third and fifth dimensions and fourth dimension, just being able to jump dimensions, so to speak. It's easier to do it in the core. And we have come across some of the others that have moved into the earth, the humans that have decided to live here, and we are making contact with them. But we're keeping it to a minimum because we also do not want to frighten them. But there are big trees here, huge trees, and we've got one very special tree in particular that holds so much energy. And we even have light here. We even have some natural light. We have got devices which allows us to reflect the light as needed. And of course, we've got lights from the earth, the inside of the earth, from various creatures that live in the dark to the earth's glowing fire. And we are comfortable and warm here. It is really amazing. We have made it livable. And we even have water here. We have everything. We have everything that we could possibly want. Anthony, if you have specific questions about what it's like here or anything particular you want to know, I'd be happy to answer that.
Okay. Someone's asking a question which I also want to ask, which is, what is a walk-in? Explain that.
A walk-in is when we inhabit a human's body for a time, or we appear as a human for a time. So we disguise ourselves. We put on a holographic suit or use our, you can think of it like the movie Avatar. So we put, some of them are physical, biological suits, or at least it appears physical to you, but we inhabit a specific holographic body that we walk around in for a time. But a walk-in is not reincarnating into a life. It is for a time we use a certain holograph, a certain physical holograph to interact and do what we need to do. So it's not only us that are here in the middle of the earth, in Middle Earth, but also out there. So many of the races that want to help and would like to influence the people on earth in a positive way are doing these walk-ins. Of course, we are not the only ones that can do walk-ins. There are others that can do this too. And they do. But our aim is to raise frequencies. And many of you may have experienced us or may have thought of us as angels, like having visitations. And sometimes we appear more as someone you may know for a time, or someone that appears in the media for a time, or whatever the case may be. So that is what we do.
Great, thank you. And I've got a question about Earth. Is it more like series of caverns and stuff, or is there a central sun that shines? I'm just trying to understand, because I've read different things about the inner Earth.
It's a bit of both. There are a lot of caverns, all connected. Of course, we have the one main connecting channel with lots of chambers going off it, but there's chambers going all through the earth, coming out at various places. Of course, the biggest ones are at the poles. But gravity also works differently here. And for that reason, there's energy sources that people can't really grasp. There might be a few scientists, but it will be more the metaphysical people who are used to combining metaphysics and science that will be able to understand it better. And there are a few of those on earth, a few with the knowledge, and yet not all the knowledge. And we have kept it this way because we do not want the wrong people to find us. So we are quite good at hiding ourselves, sometimes in plain sight. We are quite good at hiding some of the openings that people may not see, or may experience a holographic experience that feels physical and you can't get through, but we can see through. So it's not only in cave openings that you might find out on the earth. There are huge, huge spaces. And you can think of the Earth's core as a sort of central sun, if you want. It is not exactly what humans or human scientists have understood. That is only partially true. As for the physical third dimension reality, it is fairly accurate as it goes, but not the whole truth is known about the Earth's core. But of course, if you go into the metaphysical, then the star becomes more visible. And this energy, this Earth star, if you want, is the Earth's heart, the Earth's core energy. And nobody on Earth, including us, including everyone on the surface, would be able to survive without this core energy of the Earth, because she does truly feed us all. She's an amazing being. So really, this is more a connection with a physical being, a real being, Gaia, Mother Earth. I hope that makes sense. It's very complicated.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's great. Thank you. Mela wants to know how old you are, and also why do you stay on Earth or in Earth and not go elsewhere?
I do go elsewhere from time to time.
Or why don't you stay elsewhere?
Because my mission is here. My purpose is here. Sure, I can influence from the outside, but I can do much more good here. And when we first came here, we came here with a specific purpose. It was not only me. I did not act alone. But we came here with a specific purpose, and that purpose is still relevant today. It might have changed a little bit, but the core idea is still relevant. And the Earth is important to me. I care about the planet, this being. I care about the lives on Earth, and I care about also making right. We made mistakes. We're just people. We made mistakes, and there are some mistakes that we need to rectify, and it is best to be here to do it. What was the other question?
We just want to know how old you were.
Oh, right. Age is kind of in the linear timeline. It is sorry, my daughter's okay. In the linear timeline, thousands upon thousands of years. But of course, it doesn't work like that. Of course, you are all able to be eternal and do not have to keep reincarnating to come into Earth. But sometimes that is the only way to enter the 3D matrix, to help people, is to enter and to incarnate into bodies. This does not apply to me because I am in touch with my eternal being, and we know how to change our bodies, because physical form can be manipulated, reconstructed, regenerated. We can change our appearance even. Again, it's not just me. So in linear time, I'm very, very old. But in where time does not exist, which is almost everywhere, it is not relevant. My age is not relevant. Nobody's age is. I hope that makes sense.
Thank you, it does. Yeah, I think those are all the questions for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
You're
And-
most welcome. I'd love to speak to you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right.
Oh, thank you. Okay, sorry, I'm being a bit distracted here by my little girl over here. I'm sorry about that, but I do believe we got the messages we needed to get tonight. Thank you for joining us in our lounge here by our lovely fireplace. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining tonight. And we hope to see you again soon. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Lots of love and blessings to all of you.